1.5% lower, which off the day's low point, but there is weakness obvious there too. And your broader markets are seeing a cut of 2%, underperforming the benchmark in early trade. You've only got 3 stocks on Nifty 50 that are trading marginally higher. I'm not sure why IOC is doing well, but the stock is up marginally. TechMind and TCS are trading with minuscule gains in early trade. On the sell side, you've got a whole bunch of losers. RIL is down 4.5%. Indiabulls Housing Finance is trading the cut of 4%. The Bajaj Twins are down 3 to 4% each. Auto counters like Tata Motors is also trading weak. Maruti, Mahindra and Mahindra are all trading the obvious downside bias. Aviation names, paint companies are all also trading negative. ICICI Bank, Axis, metal counters are all trading with a cut of 1 to 2%. The banking space, you've got Federal Bank and RBL that are trading with marginal gains, but the rest of the banking universe is also having a fairly weak morning. In terms of very active stock futures, I guess that doesn't stand the test of time today, but you've got Torrent Pharma that is seeing a 12% open interest addition with a marginal gain this morning. SRF is down 3% on big volumes, a 12% open interest addition there too. Jubilant Foodworks, Jet Airways, SIAD, those are the big few losers that we are picking up in trade this morning. Well, we have with us Nirav Chheda now, Derivative Technical Research Analyst, and Nirmal Bang joining in. Nirav, morning. Thanks for joining in. Nirav, around 10,500 on the index is what we have, and the election outcome is still not even here. What are you inclined to do? It's going to be a very tough prediction to make because you've got your Brexit vote tomorrow, you've got Federal Reserve meet, and more importantly, you've got the election outcome of 5 states that could, of course, give direction to the markets. Keeping that in mind, would you initiate any form of trade on the Nifty this morning?
Yeah. See, on the Nifty front, at 10,800 odd levels, it was above the 50 and 200 day moving averages. Now, at those levels, there was elevated PCR and the VIX continues to remain high. Still, a lot of people thought that, Nifty might just go up towards 11,000 odd levels, which did not happen. And now the breakdown was below the 10,775 levels, which also held the 200 day moving average. So I believe, till Nifty now remains below the 250 day moving average, it will continue to witness selling pressure, and whatever the outcome, probably Nifty might just head lower. So I will be actually giving a sell for Nifty at this level. I believe it can go down towards the 10,400 odd levels. The open interest also, if you see, the 10,500 put strike had a considerable amount of open interest which got liquidated in the last 2-3 days, and now the highest open interest is at 10,000 odd levels. 10,000 put strike has the highest open interest now, so there is considerable space to go down. I believe Nifty can reach 10,400, 10,350 probably in 1 or 2 days, so one can initiate a short with a stop loss of 10,650.
What about Bank Nifty? The only vertical in the market that has seen a little bit of a recovery in the day's low this morning is Bank Nifty. Would you do anything at all on Bank Nifty? And even the tech index, because the rupee is looking weaker, IT stocks are generally outperforming the index in today's trade. Would you go long on the IT index?
Yeah. See, comparing Nifty and Bank Nifty is definitely better, but again, it is also on the verge of breakdown. A very important level for Bank Nifty is 26,000 levels, which holds considerable amount of open interest amongst puts, so that becomes a definite support area. I believe below 26,000 you will see further selling pressure. A lot of private sector banks have witnessed liquidation in the last 1 or 2 days, so there's good chance that Bank Nifty will break the 26,000 levels. Now below the 26,000 levels, I'll be shorting this index, and it can go down towards the 24,800 odd levels, which is a support area. So you can keep a stop loss of 26,500 for your shorts below the 26,000 odd levels. Now coming back to the IT index, yes, they are performing, but if you see, all the IT counters were in a long-term uptrend and have made their tops in the last 3 months, and they are not going to break those tops in a hurry. So I am not a buyer in the IT space at this moment. If at all I am a buyer, selective pharma I will be buying, or FMCG I will be buying, but not the IT space. A lot of them have witnessed a lot of volumes at the higher levels, which is not very good sign for a longer term trend, and I believe a lot of short short built up has also gone on in IT heavyweights like Infosys or TCS or Tech Mahindra for that matter. So this is just probably 1 or 2 days where they're going to trend up, but they are very certainly going to come down further. So shorting at this level is a good opportunity for IT space. Do not go long.
Right, that's the call. What about Midcap IT, Nirav? I mean, Tata Elxsi was looking quite good on the charts all through last week. NIT Tech also was seeing quite a bit of traction. Both these counters are trading with a negative bias. But at these levels, I mean, do they look like good buys to you, or would you avoid venturing into these counters too?
Yeah. See, I'll be avoiding any trades in Tata Elxsi, that is for sure, because it is nearing its support area of about 975. Looking at NIT, definitely it's a short from current levels. Lot of short built up seen. Rollovers have been bad. Shorts have been rolled over, so not a very good sign here. I believe there's 1040 level, which is a good support area, a medium term support area, but I believe that will be broken soon for NIT Tech. One can be shorting even at current levels. You can keep a stop loss of 1100 for your shorts and go short. The downward support now after 1040 lies at 980, so that is the space it can go to.
Right, that's the call coming on Midcap IT. What about pharma names? Anything in pharma that's looking good? I mean, an Aurobindo Pharma was topping the charts exactly a week ago, and then of course it got derailed. Dr. Reddy's, Sun Pharma, anything in the pharma pack that you would consider a trade on?
See, Auro Pharma, yes, it got derailed, and there is a flag kind of a formation which it is making. Longs are still built in. I am not seeing much liquidation in this counter. Yes, the prices have come down, but I believe 720 is a very good support area. It should bounce back from here. There have been some good buying volumes which have been seen in the previous weeks, and there is no selling volume as such that we've seen in the last week. So I believe Auro Pharma can again go up to 780, 85 odd levels. Wait for 720 odd levels. If it holds, go long with a stop loss of 700. You can see 780, 800 levels coming soon again. The second one in the pharma space is DVs. I really like this counter. If you see, it is consistently making a higher top, higher bottom formation. Whatever the trend for Nifty doesn't really matter for this stock. Long creation has been seen in this counter. There have been some incremental longs which have been built in. Seems to be FI or DI have been consistently buying this stock as well. So this stock can go up towards 1520, 1550 odd levels. One can continue to buy even at current levels with a stop loss of 1450.
Right. What about stock recommendations from your end? Any long or short trades that you're recommending today?
See, both my calls for today are shorts. Both are breakdowns. If you see HDFC Limited, it has made a sort of a double top formation and has since come down. The confirmation for the same hasn't really come, but short creation is seen. A little bit of long liquidation was seen in the last week. So I believe this stock can come down towards the 1850, 1840 odd level. So one can short at current levels with a stop loss of 1950. The second one is a breakdown. Amara Raja battery has broken down below the 700 odd levels. If it continues to remain below the same, it can come down towards the 650 odd levels. One can short at current levels with a stop loss of 710.
Right. What about aviation or OMCs? Anything there? I'm not sure why IOC is trading with a positive bias, but to me it would be an obvious short candidate this morning too.
Yeah. See, all OMCs, after a brief rally, touch their resistances. They are actually in a downward sloping trendline formation. All of them, IOC, HPCL, and BPCL, all of them are, actually in the same formation. So they are in a long-term downtrend, and I believe they are headed downwards. IOC, yes, is trading up today, but it is just a matter of time before it again witnesses selling at higher levels. So I believe you can short even IOC at current levels. It can come down towards the 110, 105 odd levels. You can keep a stop loss of about 138 for your shorts. For the aviation space, I believe Jet Airways seems to be a good short at this level. It has touched its resistance around 300 odd levels and has since come down. There's tremendous volume which was seen at the higher level, so it seemed like a selling volume to me. It can come down towards the 220, 200 odd levels. One can short at current levels with a stop loss of 280.
Right. That note, we'll take a break. Nirav, stay with us. I'll come back and we'll continue our conversation.
Maximize your earnings and savings with 6% interest on Yes Bank savings account. Yes Bank. India Bole Yes.
The vote, the verdict, the first fine. What do the results tell you? Is the bet on the BJP or do the odds favor the Congress? Will the people bet on the third front? How should you play the poll volatility? Swing with the Sensex or stay safe. Tune into Business Television India for unmatched coverage. It's all about seats and shares. Semi-final 2019, 11 December, all through the day. Only on Business Television.